I'm very pleased to say, more of that in a minute, very pleased to say that we've got Mason Crane joining us. Mason, thanks very much for coming along. It's been fabulous to see you get so much game time. You've had a bit of a change in terms of your career, in terms of scenery, having played for Glamorgan, now the Welsh Fire. How are you going and how are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. Like I said, obviously joining Glamorgan's been great for me, and they've been really good to me. I've got to bowl and play loads, which, as always, has sort of taken my cricket forward, so it's gone really well.
Have you had a word with the other Welsh wizard of spin over there, Crofty?
Crofty, yeah, well, I've heard it a couple of times. He's passed on a few things about bowling there, but no, like I said, it's such a nice place to play, and they're all such nice people, so it's been great.
Like European footballers that move abroad, have you started to learn Welsh or not?
I think it's going to come over time, I don't think it's going to be a quick move to the language, but yeah, no, obviously, like you said, it's moved somewhere different the first time, so it's been great.
If I show you the top wicket, the leading bowlers in short form cricket, T20 cricket, so many wrist spinners in that list there. You can see Adil Rashid top, Rashid Khan third, Wanindu Hasaranga, Adam Zampa, Ravi Bishnoi, and a bit of mystery spin from Teek Sharna as well. I mean, when you see kids who start to play the game, you see so many who take up wrist spin. They don't always carry it through. But with T20 and 100 format, short format cricket being so dominant, the opportunities there for a wrist spinner now are immense, aren't they?
Yeah, there is, definitely in the white ball game, and you know, there's every team wants a good leg spinner if you can get one in, and you know, obviously I've been lucky to play a lot of white ball cricket in my career. Obviously the problems come in the red ball game because you know, you need time to develop into a really good red ball bowler, and sometimes you don't get that opportunity. But yeah, like I said, short form game. I mean, yeah, if you're bowling well, they'll always
on that list that we saw there, are there particular things that you might take from a few of those players who've been around for a long time? You know, Adil Rashid, Rashid Khan, very different style of bowlers, aren't they? One's quick and at the stumps, one's a bit more loopy. You know, you can do it in many different ways. Well, what do you take from that list and who's on it?
I think you take from that there are many different ways to do it. There's more than ways to skin a cat. So, like you said, Adil Rashid and Rashid Khan, for example, are probably two of the best in the world, yet they're so different. Yeah. So I think, you know, just sort of reminding yourself you are your own unique bowler and sticking to your strengths. So some people, obviously, spinning the ball a lot comes naturally to them. Others, the pace comes naturally. And I think sticking to what you're very good at is sort of the way forward.
Where would your pace be if you take Rashid Khan on the extreme of fast and Adil Rashid maybe as slow as they come? Where would you be on that spectrum?
Yeah, I think I'd be down the sort of the slower end. One thing I have worked on the last couple of years is trying to bowl slightly quicker and have that ball available to me if I need it, because I think there are a couple of years where the game's moving forward. It is quite difficult if you just bowl one pace. I think Adil Rashid as well, saw him couples last night, he starts pushing them through a bit quicker, and so just trying to sort of expand my game and have a little bit of both, but I'm definitely not as fast as Rashid Khan, no.
I've got a couple of questions really. So you're on the field. Do you take ownership for your field, you know, or do you look to the captain? And secondly, we talk a lot these days about matchups, don't we? And dimensions of ground. How heavy are you into that?
Well, the field, I think I think it's a real dual thing with the captain, and a lot of it's done before the game now. You know, so for example, I sat down this morning with Abes, and we've spoken to a few fields about a few of the players. So I think a lot of it's sort of pre-done, and when you get to the top of your mark, it's just about being really clear, right, this is the situation, this is the player, and this is what I've got to stick to. And I'll see when it comes to matchups. I'm not a huge fan. I think I bowl just as well to left-handers as right-handers. I think matchups is much more individual battle. I think it's one batsman v one bowler. So I think, yeah, for me, I don't potentially buy into that as much as other people do, but yeah, it's definitely in the game.
I quite like the sound of that answer.
I love the sound of it. Thank you so much for sharing so much of your time. I know you guys are very busy trying to get yourselves warmed up, but we'll let you go. That was most insightful. Thank you to Mason Crane.
Cheers.